So how's it guys, Robux here and welcome to a brand new episode of the MotoGP 20 career mode, and this time we're going to be heading out to the German Grand Prix. So strap yourselves in, this could be a bit of a bumpy ride on, the German Grand Prix, a tough old track. I struggle enough on 120% AI without adding in this bloody track. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm going to get onto this aero development, which is going to take me 25 weeks apparently. Wow. That's going to take forever, but in a week's time and then 2 weeks time we get a frame upgrade. So let's head on to qualifying at the German Grand Prix, where I'm really not expecting much. At least the weather's going to be dry though. So ending our opening lap in qualifying 1, I told you not to expect much. We're about a second off of Nakagami so far, and a little bit stuck behind Iannone into turn number 1. Hopefully it doesn't affect this lap too much. Coming across the line then to end this lap, which has been much better, but still 7/10 off of Nakagami. I don't know how we're going to gain this time. Not by doing things like that, but we're out of fuel anyway. You know what, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying for me. 7/10 off. I really don't know where we could have found that time, but we did better than Alex Marquez, so I will take that. So, tyres. I'm going to go for a hard rear, you know. And then, how long we got? 8 laps. Medium front, I'm not going to risk it. 9.5 laps of fuel. Let's start the race. Hard rear, medium front. I'm liking the hard rear tyre setup, you know, so I'm hoping it's going to work round here at the Saxon Ring. You get a lot of tyre wear on the right hand side round here, so that's the main reason for going for that choice. But anyway, see if we're going to run up the inside into turn number 1. Try to get ourselves some points here today. All about damage limitation. Unfortunately, Marc Marquez is always really good at this track, so he's probably going to end up getting the win, not going to lie to you. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one to swallow, this Grand Prix, but we're trying to make our way up through the order. Jack Miller struggling as well, look. And here we go. Let's hope our race pace is much better than our quali pace, or else we are in for a very tough day. And Zarco up the inside, very aggressive from the Avintia man there. He's going after his Ducati counterpart there on the Pramac. Jack Miller, he's going for him. Currently, if we were to finish in 15th place, we pick up 1 point, but we swoop round the outside of Zarco there. Next up is Nakagami. I'm going to try and get a good run down the hill if we can, and try and line him up the inside. Good job there. Try and get a good run up the hill then, coming across the line to end the opening lap, where we're only in P13, but at least it's points for now. Miller trying to get past Espargaro. I'm going to try and follow suit if we can. Up the inside, not quite able, as Espargaro brakes very late, but maybe on the exit. Oh, come on, side by side through turn 2, don't want to take any damage. The bikes are very sensitive to aero damage, and Zarco behind is nerfing everyone out the way. Jesus, what is he doing? The Frenchman going absolutely crazy. He's going to get me in a minute. Just got that Ducati, that Avintia just turns, and our Honda doesn't. Or at least the way I've set the bike up, it doesn't. Here we go then. Where can we get Zarco? I will shove one up the inside if I have to. Lining up Zarco then. Here we go around the outside. Well, inside I mean. Try and get it all slowed down into turn 12. Good job there. He's still right behind. And that Avintia is a very nice looking bike for this season. Reminds me of last year's Suzuki 19.5 from Marquez, which was actually Nakagami's Q1 time. That is crazy. Here we go then. Trying to line up Aleix Espargaro once again. See if we can start to close the gap on the guys ahead and try and start to break into the top 10. I told you this would be a tough race for us. I never do well here at the Saxon Ring. Only when the AI decide to fall off at every corner, that's when we do well. But here we go then anyway, trying to hunt down our former teammate, of course, on the Aprilia. Back in the day, if you guys remember that season racing for Aprilia. What a bike that was in season 2 of that career mode. I think it was season 4 in total. And we actually won the championship with Aprilia. Never thought we'd say that. But we did. We lifted the title for Aprilia. That was crazy. Anyway then, trying to find areas and corners where we're just quicker than Aleix, but struggling to close the gap at any sort of rate. And of course, once we get past, if we get past Aleix, we've got to bridge the gap to the guys ahead. Just Jack Miller, 19.5 from Marc Marquez. Touch. I hate this track with a passion. I can officially say it now. I absolutely hate the Saxon ring. The AI are so strong around here. I just get so much understeer. Try and flick it down this straight then. Come on. Try and get a good run late on the brakes. Come on. Power mode 2. See if that can help us in terms of a good exit. 19.3 from Marc Marquez, our teammate. I don't know how he's finding this pace, but I just can't launch it out of that final corner. And we're just stuck behind Aleix. Getting very frustrated now, if you can't tell. Come on, go, get out of the way. I want to go after these guys. I just don't have the pace. Just trying to find different lines. There's one thing I've struggled with consistently throughout the GP games is just what lines to take around here at the Saxon ring. Let's see what the lap time is across the line. 20.9. Just getting slower and slower as I get more and more frustrated that I can't do anything at this track, really. I think the next race as well is Brno, another track which don't always do the best at. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But let's see. Just dig deep here today. Come on, let's get him. Don't think we will, to be honest. We can hope maybe someone can fall off. Not many people crashing today. The one race where we need it, the AI all seem to be playing ball today, and I've ran deep. Look at that, just understeering on the grass. I'm going to lose out here. Sarko closes back in. 1.6. We lost 7/10 through that sector. How is that humanly possible? How am I this shit? Come on! Look, the rear just doesn't want to hold. Marquez wins then. A bitter pill to swallow into the final corner now. And a very disappointing 13th place. Not ideal at all.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of today's race.
So then we dropped 2 positions in the championship. 46 points off of Marquez, who's now 41 points clear of Valentino Rossi. He's unstoppable, isn't he, so far this season? And yeah, just one of them in it. So then, not an ideal qualifying. Once again, struggling in quali, but hopefully here at ASSEN we can make it up. I'm switching up the strategy. I'm going for a soft in the front, medium in the rear. Marquez has gone for our usual strategy, which is the medium in the front, hard in the rear. So it's going to make it interesting. We're starting from 11th place, I think. Really, or is it 12th now? Really disappointing qualifying. Is P12 that we're starting from. Very disappointing. We have a lot of pace in Q1. And then Q2 is we just throw it all away. I don't know how or why, but anyway, coming to turn number 1. In 11th place, contact with the Pramac, who just came across needlessly into the side of us. Run it a bit deep there. And the Aprilia back up our inside. Hold the inside line. We might pick up a few positions here on exit. Nope. Couldn't sneak up the inside of anyone, but I'm going to go for power mode 2 because I know our Honda is quick. in a straight line. Look at this. So then currently in P8 trying to hunt down Danilo Petrucci, who is closely following Quartararo, who is closely following Valentino, who is closely following Crutchlow, and then Rins, and then Dovizioso, and then Marc Marquez leading. He's absolutely bulletproof this season. We caught him up a few rounds ago, but seemed to be struggling again. Oh. Got to be careful not to rear end Danilo Petrucci there. Into the final two corners, trying to get a good run out of the chicane, which we do just that, and we get the overtake done and can start to line up Fabio Quartararo on the Petronas Yamaha. He's going to be closing turn one. He manages to hold it there. Got to be careful because he has the full factory support, so his bike's a little bit better than his teammates, which makes things a little bit interesting though. Right then, try and get a good exit. He's taking a look back. I'm going to use this power mode too, because we got some really good torque from this Honda, but we weren't able to get a good enough exit to use it. See if we can line him up here into turn 7. Not quite, but we close right up, about a 10th off now. Come on! I need someone to get the job done on Marquez, just to battle with him, but he's just pulling away from Dovey. Pulling away and pulling away. Alright, where can we get Fabio then? Oh my god, look how wide we're running. Going power mode 2 all the way down here because I want to get a good exit. Final corner we are very strong at, so on exit hopefully we can get the move done on Fabio. Yeah, look at this, 31.8 from Marquez, 32.1. We're still not. So we're through on Fabio. Trying to hunt down Valentino. Well, hopefully it might be a little bit easier than Fabio, but I highly doubt it. Got a bit of power mode 2 as well, just to help us along this straight. 4/10 back from the doctor. Rear tyre's getting a little bit hot. Well, we really attacked the curb there. Nice through 7, flick it over, get a good run through 8, and focus on the exit. Whoa, asking for the power, a little bit wide too. Closing him into turn 9. I really do love this track. Quite a technical track as well. And that final corner is so fun. Everyone looking back at turn 11. Again, just running wide. Got to look after the right hand side of the rear tyre. We're really putting a lot of energy through it, and it is costing us a little bit. Get a good exit, and we're on to overtake Valentino Rossi. Watch him up the inside. I thought he was going to get us up the inside then. Cal Crutchlow next. Still don't think we've managed to get a fast lap of the race. Rossi's trying it around our outside. Running a bit deep into turn 5. Going to get us back if we're not careful. No, he isn't able to. Right. Into P5. Focus on the exit here. Can't afford to really spin up the rear tyre out of the right handers, or else we'll just have none of the tyre left come the last lap. But it's because this corner here, 10 and 11, they're really heavy on the right hand side of the rear tyre. So you're just asking for the power as early as possible. Going to try to do something. We're really strong out the final corner, so I'm going to use that to our advantage. Maybe we'll be able to get the overtake done on the brakes into the final corner, or we can just focus and line it up. Whoa! Deep into the final corner. Crutchlow comes back. Should have been more patient. 31.8 from Dovey, who's closing down on Marc Marquez. Going for it up the inside of Crutchlow. Yes, he's going to have to go the long way around. good aggressive overtake on our fellow Brit, and now we're chasing down Rins, who's been looking back every single corner, a bit like me. But let's hunt him down, let's get him. Let's go and get him. Plenty of fuel left on board our Honda. Let's use Power Mode 2 for a bit to try and close down the Suzuki. Good run through here. Maybe if we go for a fast lap of the race, that'll be good. Dovy's still giving chase to Marc Marquez. Very much damage limitation once again. I don't think we've got the time or the pace to catch up to him. He's been unstoppable again. Dovy's the only one that can really challenge him in this race. So it's going to make championship very interesting for second place at least. But I think Marquez is really starting to cement his position in the lead of the championship. I'm not giving up lightly though. And I will win a championship on the Max AI. Just I can't see us being with Honda next year. I really can't see it. 2 laps to go once we cross the line. 31.8, fastest lap of the race. Kind of wish I went for a hard rear tyre now. Would have even more pace if I had a hard in the rear tyre right now. But let's at least get a podium. Come on, get us back on the podium. See if we can get Rins. Closing them down. And pulling away from Crutchlow, which is good. Really good. 8 tenths back from the Suzuki man. Oh, a bit wide into turn 7. And I've picked up a time penalty. I don't even think I cut the corner. I think I ran wide. I hate it. I hate it when it does that. This track's really sensitive as well. See what the gap is to Rins when we come through the next sector. But at the exit of the right-handers, I'm really struggling now. Really struggling at the exit of the right-handers, turn 10 and 11 especially. Look, we've lost time to Rins now. I think our rear tyre has seen better days. Look at it. 31.8 from Marquez. 32 flat from us. I don't think we've got the tyres. Rins has done a 31.6. He's reacted to our turn of pace on our fastest lap on the last lap. One more lap to go. And it looks like Rins is going to cement that podium position, which fair play to him. He saw us coming at a rate of knots. And he's just reacted with the fastest lap of the race. So making that Suzuki work for him. Maybe that could be a contender for next season. Suzuki or Ducati. Could be interesting. Do we go back to blue? We had success with blue. But we haven't tried orange. I mean, we haven't tried red yet, so... Look at that, just struggling. I've got no grip at the rear now. That is why we've stepped off the pace a little bit. Just trying to bring the bike home. Would have been fantastic to get a podium here, but I don't think we will. Really don't think we will. Good run through that. Can't see us doing anything at the final corner, but it looks like Marc Marquez is going to hold on to win the Dutch Grand Prix. Indeed he is. Back-to-back wins this episode for Marquez, pulling away once again in the championship. We only managed 4th place. Not ideal. A slight corner cut as well, but we were on the money in terms of the pace, which is better than the last race. So that's been it for today's video. I really do hope you have enjoyed this episode. A tough one, but a good result in the end, really, for us. And we're in 4th in the championship. 58 points behind a Marquez now, but look how tight it is from 2nd to 6th. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty close. So, if you are new around here, remember to smash the like button, share it around with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more. So I'll see you guys in the next one.